Hi, YouTube WLS community. I'm Ginny, known as VSGinny here on YouTube and also on Tumblr. I talk about WLS related and healthy eating related things on Tumblr, so if anybody wants to follow me there, you're more than welcome. I'm a friend of Lizzie, Finding Elizabeth. I've known her since before she had weight loss surgery, and I started watching her videos once I started thinking about it myself, and I really enjoyed the community that she seemed to find on YouTube, and all the friends that she found who are really supportive. And in like watching her go through this, it's kind of given me the courage to try to take on a YouTube channel as well. It's not something I planned to do. Social media is my living, it's what I do, and so I'm very careful about what I put out on social media, how personal things are, and talking about my weight and having surgery, it really doesn't get any more personal than that. And there's also a lot of stigma, as all of you know, surrounding weight loss surgery still, which there shouldn't be, but there is. A lot of people still think it's the easy way out, which is very much not true. There's not a thing that's been easy about this surgery, really. But anyway, I had surgery back on the 28th of March. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I've been doing very well since then. I didn't have any surgical complications. It was kind of a model patient, and my surgeon has been very pleased with my progress so far. So basically, I decided. I guess I should talk about how I kind of came to have the VSG. Basically, my husband moved here several years ago, and in January of last year, in January of 2014, I moved to Sydney to be with him, and we then got married in March, and between January and March, once I arrived here, I started eating low GI with him. I wasn't really, I was trying to lose weight, but I wasn't like counting calories or doing anything like that. I was just trying to eat healthier. And I really didn't think that I was losing anything, but my husband kept telling me, "You're losing weight, you're losing weight." And I kept saying, "No, no, like I gain really easily. It's always really hard for me to lose weight. So there's no way that I'm losing weight right now." And I had no way to tell, as I didn't have a scale at that point, as the only scale that I had that could have weighed me at that point was being shipped between Richmond, Virginia and Sydney by boat. So that took several months to get here. But when I left Richmond, Virginia, I was at my highest weight ever. Not even my family members knew exactly what my weight was. Maybe my mom, but nobody else did. When I left Richmond, I suspect I was 600 pounds, which sounds like a completely insane number. It is a completely insane number for me. And I was never weighed at that point, but I was weighed a few months prior at 585 pounds on a doctor's scale. My personal scale that I had would not weigh me at that point either. It only went up to 565 only. And so, but I know that after I saw that doctor, I had 3 months go by where my eating habits were not great. I was doing everything that I could to make healthier choices, but I was still, because I couldn't really stand and cook for myself for very long or very easily at that point, I was eating a lot of takeaway or takeout, and I know based on how my body gains that I must have gained, and the way my clothes were fitting, that I must have gained at least 15 pounds. So I used 600 as my starting weight as a result. And like I said, that was January 2014. And when we got married in March, like I said, my husband kept telling me I lost weight. I didn't believe him. And shortly thereafter, in April, I believe, we got my scale finally from home arrived. Well, my old home. And I weighed myself, and to my surprise, yes, I was below 565, and in fact, I was way below 565. I was 525 pounds, which meant that in 3 or 4 months, I lost 75 pounds, which is insane. And some of that was eating low GI with my husband, I'm sure. Low glycemic index, if you don't know what I'm talking about, because my husband is insulin resistant, and so that was just the best way for him to eat. So I joined him, and yeah, I was astounded at losing that amount of weight that quickly. And I decided that, well, I was having all that success, so I might as well keep going. And I started even more actively trying to lose weight. And during, like ever since I got here in January of last year, I've been walking around Sydney a lot, and I think that really contributed a lot as well. I haven't had I didn't have a job when I first got here, and so I was basically, I had nothing better to do but wander around and explore my city, which is something I love to do. I love to just get out and walk and explore new places, and so I learned the city. I learned my way around public transport really well, and I really got to know a lot of people here. And everyone who I've met in Sydney pretty much has been kind and nice and really laid back, and that's the kind of person that I think I am as well. So I get along really well with everyone that I've met here. And yeah, my husband and I actually don't ever plan to leave. We're both born and raised Americans, but we love it here in Sydney, so we plan to stay. And yeah, so we started thinking at that point, well, what can we do to kind of further my weight loss? Because I realized it had plateaued for several months. So we tried we tried different diets. We tried like staying on the low GI, low carb for me. We tried that for a while, just various things, and my weight would go down a little bit, and then it would go up a little bit, and then down a little. And it did this for quite some time. And finally, we had a conversation about what weight loss options for me we wanted to explore. And right around that same time, I saw an article that I wish I had kept. That I wish I had saved so I could show it to people, because it really changed the way that I thought about weight loss surgery. It laid out in plain terms that 95% of diets, and that includes lifestyle changes, like what people call lifestyle changes, eating less and exercising more, like that works for a while, but 5 years later, most people have not kept off the weight. And if I was really going to work my tail off losing weight, I wanted it to last. Like I wanted to become more healthy, and I wanted that to really last for me. I want that to be a lifelong thing. And it also noted that your body, especially when you're super morbidly obese the way that I am, it has multiple ways to hang on to that weight. Different like hormonal and physical ways. Basically, it makes sure that you always feel hungry and you never feel satiated, among other things. And I really realized that I was fighting an uphill battle, and that I needed help. And I mean, if somebody had told me, you have this health problem, and like I recommend that you do this, but it's a 95% chance that you'll fail at it. I mean, most people would say, what? Like, why isn't there a better treatment with like better results? Most people wouldn't stand for that. And so the same article said, and no, it was not sponsored by a weight loss surgeon. It was in a very like reputable science magazine, but it basically said, weight loss surgery is literally the only thing in morbidly obese and super morbidly obese people that actually allows them to take off enough weight to become healthier and to keep off that weight long term. And I had been avoiding, weight loss surgery was not something that I ever considered. I thought it was risky. I thought I would gain the weight back. I thought that it would be pointless, and I was anti weight loss surgery for a very long time. And so this article, along with what I had been dealing with in the plateau, really sort of turned me around and said, if I want to be serious about this, if I want serious results, I have to allow myself to invest in a tool for me that's actually going to help me. And so that's what I did. I did months worth of research on which surgery I wanted with which surgeon. And I started the process, and we did it privately. We didn't do it, through Australia's public health system. We just, we paid for it on our own. And because I didn't feel right about, I don't know, I just, being a new immigrant, I'm trying to minimize my impact on the system over here. But anyway, so I got that done a month ago, and got some stats here for you because I know how much you YouTubers love stats. So, all right, I started at 600 pounds. I lost 82.2 pounds on my own. Before I was in the surgery process. And then, so I was 517.8. Yeah. During the pre-op diet, I lost down to 488.2, which was a 29.6 pound loss. And then, in the month since, in 1 month post-surgery, I was 455.6, which was a 32.6 pound loss since surgery. And so total, and now I'm 452.8. So total, pre-op and post-op, with the pre-op diet specifically, and post-op, I lost 65 pounds. And total lost since I started losing it on my own in January of last year is 147.2, which is enormous. I'm almost to the 150 marker. And that's going to be really exciting for me. That's like a grown adult sort of weight. I've lost a whole adult. It's an incredible feeling. And I just, let's see, did I get everything I wanted to talk about? Basically. So, yeah, anyway, that's me, and I'm going to try to not be a chicken. I'm going to try to make weekly videos, update you on my progress. I'm doing very, very, very well so far at meeting my goals. 800, a lot of people post VSG do 800 calories, 80 grams or more of protein, 64 or more ounces of water, and under 40 grams of carbs. And I've been doing that every day. I'm still in the soft foods stage, which is not as fun. It's been a long time since I've gotten to eat solid food, but I'll get there soon enough, in about 3 weeks. So I just have to hang in a little while longer. But yeah, I'm very happy that I had the surgery. I didn't have any complications, haven't had any issues. So yeah, so it's just a matter of moving forward and seeing where this all takes me next. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll all tune in next week when I make another one of these that'll be shorter. All right.